Hey, what's up guys? Thanks for tuning into another video. In this one, we're here in my kitchen. I just came back from the grocery store and I have a huge grocery haul to share with you guys. So this one is keto because I'm keto. So all of these foods will be low carb, mostly high fat, moderate protein. I had a lot of people asking me in my real life, what do I eat? Is it expensive? Questions like that. So I'm just kind of gonna go through all of this stuff, which was pretty cheap at the end of the day. It was around $217 for the whole thing. And I would say this is about maybe a week and a half to 2 weeks worth of groceries. So let's jump right into it. This is my favorite brand of coffee. You saw it in the coffee video before. This is Kicking Horse, and this is a medium blend. I drink coffee pretty much every single morning, but I don't always want to drink hot coffee, so I do get cold brew as well. This is just PC brand. Most of the stuff I buy is PC brand. PC brand, President's Choice is always a really cheap and pretty good option for the most part. And this is even organic, so that's great. Maybe what I drink in my coffee can be next. This is a bottle of MCT oil. It's really good to get in extra fats. Really effective, giving you high energy throughout the day. I use coconut cream in my coffee and I get it straight from the can. I just find it gives my coffee a really thick, luxurious, like latte kind of feeling. So I always stock up on this. Another thing I always put in my coffee, stevia. Obviously on keto, we're not allowed to have sugar. So stevia is a lifesaver. I use this stuff all the time, not just for coffees, but for shakes and things like that. So sticking with the breakfast theme, one big thing I'm always eating on keto is eggs. And I always run out of them really quickly. So these days I've been buying just a big old, I think it's 30 large brown eggs. They're organic, also President's Choice. I think eggs are just a superfood. I love them. I pretty much eat them every single morning. And with it, I'll usually have, of course, my coffee and then bacon. So I get two types of bacon. I'll get regular old pork bacon. I'll try to find the most natural one without any nitrites and stuff like that. So this one is pretty good. It's just pork, water, sea salt, celery extract, and smoke. So it's pretty clean. And then I'll alternate days eating turkey bacon. And to backtrack just a little bit, what I eat before breakfast, because I'm usually intermittent fasting, and when you break your fast first thing, you want to do it pretty cleanly. So what I use is bone broth. You just sip it, kind of like a chicken soup or something, warm it up, load it up with salt, and it's pretty delicious. So I drink about 2 cups of this, usually every morning, about 45 minutes to an hour before my breakfast. I don't eat a whole lot of cheese on keto, but I do eat some. I do eat Baby Bells. These are a really great snack. And then I'll also eat aged cheddar. So I grab this one, President's Choice. It's a 1 year aged. I'll usually throw this on my eggs or maybe make a cheese sauce for my broccoli at night or something like that. So next up I got some spices, just a little bit of Cajun. I run out of this stuff so quick. It's kind of like my go-to spice. So I grabbed a little bit of that. But more importantly, I found nutritional yeast. They had run out for a long time, months and months, and they finally got restocked. I'm super pumped about this. If you've never heard of nutritional yeast, it's kind of like a flaky, cheesy, savory, put on everything type of spice. I don't know if it's a spice, I guess it's not. But it's super, super nutritious, as the name suggests, full of vitamin B12, and I'm sure a whole bunch of other stuff. And if you're vegan, you can make cheese sauces out of this stuff. It's really, really good. Got some almond milk. This is my favorite brand. Of course, make sure when you're keto and you're buying milk, make sure it is non-sweetened. You don't want any sugar in there. Okay, now for meat, I usually just get this stuff. I'm not really a big guy when it comes to fresh meats. I don't know exactly when I'm gonna eat certain things, so I always get frozen stuff. It's just easier for me. I know it's not better by any means, but these are just some simple salmon fillets that I usually get from Highliner. Really easy to cook, really good. For chicken, this is President's Choice again. This is a really good brand when it comes to meats. They're usually really, really clean. This one is just chicken, I think. Yeah, chicken, water, salt. And these burgers are one of my favorite things. They're super, super fatty. They say Wagyu, but I doubt they're actually Wagyu unless they would be way more expensive. But they're still just listed beef, water, salt, and spices. So they're really, really clean, really, really good. And they're cheap too. I think this is 10 bucks and you get 4 of them, so that's a great deal. Next, my favorite part of all of this is the snacks. I've been buying these Good Fat bars for a really long time. I kind of tried most of the flavors by now, but I haven't tried this one. It's salted caramel flavor, which I'm super excited about. These are really low carb. They end up being 4 net carbs per bar, but they're just indulgent, super sweet. Stevia is what they're sweetened with. They're just really, really delicious, and I'm super excited to try this flavor, but I'm sure it'll be good. Next are nuts. Nuts are a super, super important part of my diet, and these are my 4 favorite nuts. So first I got pecans, get at me. They are super delicious, slowly becoming my favorite before, and it's arguable they still are, macadamia nuts. Macadamia nuts are just like the perfect keto nut, except for peely, but nobody can afford that. It's super, super high in fat. The texture is delicious. They're really, really low carb. Just great. Next, I got Brazil nuts. These were never really a nut that I even tried before. It was kind of the one in the nut mixture that you would avoid as a kid, me anyways. But they're actually really, really good. And then finally, not my favorite, but still really, really good in certain situations, walnuts. If you're baking especially, these are really great. And now time for my secret addiction, Zevia. These sodas are so good, and I spend way too much money on them. I didn't get these today. Me and my friend did a wholesale bulk shop of them like last week. And we got these 3 different flavors. So we got lemon lime twist, one of my favorites, ginger root beer, and ginger ale. So these are great if you're keto, but you have a huge sweet tooth like me. I really, really crave just a sugary kick at least twice a day. So these are perfect. They taste exactly like regular soda, and they also make energy drinks. So these are great before the gym or something. This one is grapefruit, but they also have mango, and not sponsored. Zevia, please sponsor me. I will take that. And they also have tea. So this is black tea? Yeah, raspberry black tea. Super good. So my whole entire fridge is stocked with these. I spent way too much money, but buying them wholesale, I guess, is better than buying them individually like I was doing before. So I think that is everything except for vegetables. Same thing with meat. I don't really buy fresh vegetables because I don't know when I'm going to eat them. And the saddest thing in the world is when your shit goes bad. So on keto, I try to stick with cruciferous vegetables, so broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, which is what I got here, but also asparagus. I think artichoke is in that family as well. There's a few other ones, but the whole key to it is you're trying to stay away from sugars. So these are perfect. Now that's everything except for this. So peanut butter. I know nut butters are not the best thing for you, and peanut is probably low on that list as well. I should be eating sunflower seeds or something like that, but I'm a sucker for peanut butter. And this brand, Adams, is all natural. It's what I've been eating since I was a little kid, so it's kind of a nostalgic thing for me, except we had smooth always growing up, and this is chunky. I like chunky better. So now I think that is everything. So if you ever thought about going keto, this kind of shows you it's not really that hard. There's lots of things you can eat. You're not sacrificing that much, and it's pretty cheap as well. You know, I still get my sodas, I still get my cheese, I still get bacon, all this stuff. It's great. And, you know, I've found a lot of success on it. So if you have any more questions about keto or anything like that, please let me know. I love talking about it. I kind of nerd out on it. And yeah, this has been my grocery haul. Thanks for hanging out, you guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.